start it off here. So this is going to be a guide for... This is... we got a guy coming in saluting. So this guide is primarily going to be a power leveling guide, okay? Power leveling. However, there's going to be lots of useful info in here for just XPing in general, some info on changes, and things that I learned in recently leveling a guy before Dark Brotherhood and after Dark Brotherhood. And a lot of people will see this maybe before Dark Brotherhood for console, which is the reason I'm trying to make it right now. But then a lot of people will may come and watch this video after Dark Brotherhood console, and PC's already Dark Brotherhood. And that's okay, and I'm going to tell you why. And some good things, the good, the bad, and all that, and things I've learned. And plus I'm going to show you my XP spot, which is really good if you're Daggerfall Covenant. See the banners in the background there. But I will throw out some other options, but I'll just show you why I run my XP spot, and also how to run an XP spot, really. Like, I've done a lot of grinding in MMOs, so it's all about time, man. You want to make use of your time when you're out there. So, and guys, I'm gonna hold up on chat, so if you're rolling in here, JW, and people have questions or something, just let them know. We're doing this guide, and I'm going to be running through this a bit, and just trying to get out all the information. So, let me start off by saying, again, I'm Daggerfall Covenant, and where I'm going to XP is a place called Lip Santarn. We're going to go here. Reason being, it's very close to my place, but not only that, you can level Fighters Guild there very effectively, and it's good in general. Now, I'll throw out some other potential XP spots later in the video, but for now, I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to show you my thing. And when I say power leveling, what I mean by power leveling is you have a friend who's higher level, like me. I'm on FENGRUSH. I'm not the guy leveling here. The other guy is the guy being leveled here. And the point of that is it's much faster, okay? I could get a new level guy and go AoE places and effectively do that and level. You can do that. And you could even do this spot, because if you come to Cyrodiil and you're lower level, you'll be battle leveled or battle spirit buffed and all that stuff. So that's nice, but they won't do it as fast as I will. And that's the point of power leveling. That's not the only thing from power leveling. The other thing is I focus entirely on killing mobs, and the guy being leveled, he just focuses on leveling skills, okay? So your whole skill bar is almost like trash skills. And they're skills you're going to use, but basically what I mean is when you're leveling up, whatever you have on your bar is what will level. So you can put... so if I was leveling a Sork, I would put one skill from Dark Magic, one from Daedric Summoning, and one from Storm Calling on my bar. It'd be 1, 2, 3. And then I could put a two-handed skill here. I could put a one-handed and shield skill here, and then something else. When you're leveling ults, what I would do is once you unlock an ult here, you can put, say, I would put my ultimate from Dark Magic here, and this would allow me to put a Daedric Summoning skill here, a Storm Calling skill here. Then I can go to two-hander, put that here, one-handed shield here, and dual wield here, and then I could equip a bow. And now I'm leveling 5 skill lines here, a 6th one here, and a 7th one equipped. Okay? The other thing you can do is that guy who's leveling, that I'm leveling, he can put on 2 pieces of light armor, 2 pieces of medium, and 2 pieces of heavy, and then a 7th of whatever. And now he's leveling all his armor skill lines, he's leveling all 3 of these skill lines, and he's leveling all 4 of these skill lines or whatever. Now the other thing in that mixture is basically here's what I do, okay? When I make a new character, and I just made a DK, and I had him maxed out in 2 days. What I do is the first day I make him, I get him to level 10 so he can come to Cyrodiil. That's step 1. Second to that, I go and I pick up sky shards everywhere. So when I started out, I was in this zone, okay? So you can pick up sky shards everywhere in these 5 zones here, whatever your starter zone is. If you're Daggerfall Covenant, you'll hit these 5 zones. You can have your friend, like, that's helping you power level, because this is a power leveling guide. He can go to each of these way shrines, and you port to party member, and it will take you there. You go pick up local sky shards, and then he can run to dungeons. You can port, like if I ran inside this dungeon and he ported to me, he would come inside the dungeon, because that new level 10 guy is going to be very slow. And if you help him travel, he can pick up sky shards very quickly. Number 2, you can go to all the group dungeons, and I recommend you do this for easy skill points. You can go to Badman's Hollow. You know, in this zone, there's this. You see this dungeon icon? This means it's a group dungeon. And in a group dungeon, not only is there a sky shard, but there's a boss in there you can kill that gives a free skill point. So those are free skill points. Basically, before you start leveling, you want to get like 20, 30 skill points, okay? You're going to need them to put into skill lines. Because while you're leveling your skills, basically what you want to do, even if you don't use these skills, for me it's more efficient. While you're leveling and you're getting this huge influx of XP, you're going to level your skills. So when you eventually get to max, you're going to have everything leveled and able to be morphed. So if you ever decide, hey, I want to do X or I want to do Y, your skills are already leveled because you took care of it while you power leveled. You should take advantage of this huge influx of XP, because you're going to get a lot and you can level your skill lines, so you never have to go back and do it. You can level all your ultimates, every skill and every line that you want, and they'll already be ready to be morphed. And when you're done leveling, you'll reset all your points, but you'll have whatever skills you want. So even if you're not going to use one-handed and shield this patch, you can have it leveled and have all the skills morphed. So if you decide you want to go one-handed and shield, it'll already be ready for you. So I find that very convenient, and it makes sense to do when you're power leveling. So again, you can hit up these dungeons for easy sky shards, get your skill points done. You could do some in the main storyline from the Harborage, but you're not going to be able to do much, maybe like 1 or 2. You want to pick up all the quests in the starter zone, Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, Undaunted. Pick those up, get them out of the way. You're going to need them, especially Fighters Guild. You're going to be max in Fighters Guild. So that shit's already going to be maxed. If you want to get Vampire, you can get Vampire. That'll be maxed. All that shit will be maxed. So that's like day 1, 1.5. Picking up all that stuff and just getting to 10, that's like a day's work. It really is. It's a lot of work. That's step 1. Step 2, you actually get to the leveling. You're level 10 now, okay? Now, if you're doing this before Dark Brotherhood, here's the thing. You can level 1 to 50 and just leave your character at 50, and when Dark Brotherhood comes, you're going to be max level V6, you know, champion point 160, okay? He's going to be good. You don't have to do the veteran levels. And you can get from 1 to 50 in pre-Dark Brotherhood faster than you can now. A little bit. And I'm going to tell you why. If you don't use this new trait, it's going to be good. But if you use this new trait, you actually level quicker. And it's really wild. The new trait helps you XP. But not only does the new trait help you XP, it helps level your skill lines quicker. And I'll give you an example. Pre-Dark Brotherhood, I leveled my new DK to 50, but all his skill lines were not maxed. They needed a lot of leveling. It took me up to veteran rank 5 to max out all my skill lines. That's how long I had to stay there after reaching 50, just to max my skill lines all to 50, which you want to do if you want to have your guy combat ready. In this patch, you can use the new trait. And the new trait, basically, what you do post-Dark Brotherhood is you put a full set of armor on this guy, and it can just be low-level trash. Upgrade it to purple because it's cheap to do, and get a lot of repair kits, minor repair kits, just have level 10 purple pieces with this armor trait equipped. And what it is, it's the new training trait. It gives you XP on everything. Everything you do, just XP in leveling your skill lines, and it makes it really, really quick. So here's my friend. He leveled this. See, he just had like level 1 training, increase XP. That's 10% on the armor. So 10% for each armor piece. That's 7 armor pieces. That's 70%. And then your weapons are 4%, 4 and 4. So ultimately, you're getting almost 80% here from having weapon and full armor of this. 80% XP boost. That's what it really is. On top of it, you do this, you get XP pots, another 50% on top of it. And then you also have the 10% you can get from subbing, and then you can get another 10% from the Ring of Mara. If you marry the guy who's XPing you, you both put the ring on. So that's all the XP boosts you can get. So if you do this post-Dark Brotherhood, you will level almost as quick as you do pre-Dark Brotherhood, if not quicker, but your XP lines will level quicker. So you actually ultimately spend less time leveling post-Dark Brotherhood. So it's great. It's very easy to reroll, basically. This was great news. Basically, he spent less time. I just leveled a new stamina, or a Magicka Templar for my friend here, and it was very, very quick. It was quicker than it was before because of these new XP stuff and the traits. It's wild. It's really effective. So that's the info pre and post Dark Brotherhood for people that are interested in leveling. Absolutely get this trade. Again, just go and get purple, 2 of each armor, and you'll level all your armor things to 50 by the time you're 50. I'm going to go show you how I XP in general, show you what it's like. And running a rotation. Rotation's key. If you're going to go XP, make sure whatever you're doing works well. There's other places to level. This is where I choose because, again, it's easy for me to get here as a Daggerfall person. It's right in my territory. But not only that, this place is beautiful because you never have to leave. You stay here the entire time. And you're leveling Fighters Guild. Your Fighters Guild will be maxed by the time you're 50 leveling here because it all counts towards Fighters Guild, everything here. So we're going to go roll up in here. I'm going to show you my rotation. And basically, and you don't need amazing gear, but having a guy like me, like a Stam Templar is really good for this. You can amp your damage and wipe the place out, which is very, very nice. But I can do this just as well on my Stam Sork, okay? And I don't have anything crazy. It's good gear, don't get me wrong. You don't need the most amazing gear to XP this place, though. The better your gear and the better your build in doing this, the more effective it is. And if you're going to do this, be a stamina, okay? The reason being is stamina can move quicker through the dungeon. You'll go from mob to mob and kill them quicker than you would on most Magicka guys, okay? So, yeah, stamina, Steel Tornado. Your other bar doesn't really matter. I just have, I have a Hundings on and some Undaunted pieces. And then agility. It's just like basic gear. Hundings is really good and it's cheap, easy to get for XPing. And yeah, hopefully there's nobody here messing around and I'll be able to show this to you. And we'll get it all done here. I have a feeling there might be someone here. There's mobs missing. This might just be him. Now his guy's already leveled, but I brought him here just to have someone to show you what it's like and how this works, and why this spot is good for power leveling. Again, the reason being is this guy's low level and he's a pain in my ass. I don't want mobs going on him, okay? And that's why I really like this spot. So he'll go and he'll sit here and sneak. It's a very boring job for him. All he does, there's a guy here. He's saying. Let me see if someone's here. So his job, he's going to sit here and sneak. And he's going to get XP from everywhere in my rotation just sitting here and sneak. So he just sits here and all he has to do is make sure his skills, like when a skill gets leveled, when he's leveling, he'll, you know, oh, my crystal shards hit max or whatever. And then he'll switch and then he'll put it in case. Then this, and so forth. And, you know, he just manages his skills and leveling all of them. That's all he does. And he's just going to sit here and mop up the XP. And I don't have mobs aggroing them. They just focus on hitting me. And it makes my job easier to just come and power level. So I'm going to pop a drink. I'm going to start doing this. I don't know if somebody's here. We're going to see in a second. But I'll show you where my rotation pretty much starts. This is a 4-point rotation pretty much. So I start here. These are the first mobs I kill, okay? I pull those. I hit those. Mobility is key. You want to move through this place quick, you want to kill mobs quick, and you want to level quick. So, this is what I do. I use a two-hander to crit charge from mob to mob, pulling them all. Okay? And then just bring them here. You can level with Dawnbreak. Works well on this stuff. Just AoE it down. Now, the more effectively you gather these mobs, the quicker you kill them, the quicker you XP. Again, like I said, if you find a rotation and you're going to be doing this for 50 levels, you might as well do it right. You might as well find a good rotation and learn it well. And I'm going to teach you this rotation of mine. So now I have those 2 mobs, those 3 mobs. Now those guys will despawn in this room if I don't do this quickly. Or they lose aggro, I mean. I also buy cheap stamina pots in this place, FYI. So I pull all those and I bring them back here to gather them. If I gather them, I kill them quicker. If I kill them quicker, I go to the next room quicker. This is my kill spot right here. And this makes those first 5 I pulled, they won't lose aggro if I kill them here. So that's important. What is my recovery at? It feels a little low. I blood spawn and a 1 Kina. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not doing it right. Anyway, here's next room. Hit those 2. Come over here. The other thing is the thing that's annoying in this dungeon. There's 2 things annoying. The ranged guys, number 1. So like here's a ranged guy. He's isolated. I just insta-kill him. The other ones I try to group, and I always try to wound the ranged guys because they're a pain in the ass. The melee guys, they just group up and they die. They're very easy to deal with. But the ranged guys, you wanna learn them, like where they are, and get rid of them if you want to do this really effectively. See, like I go for the casters there, and I always hit the casters, and I try to get rid of them really quick because they're a pain to deal with. They run around. See, here's all the casters in the back. I streaked through them, I stunned them, I waited for the melee, and then I killed them. Now, again, if you do this on a Stam Templar, you can just drain all the bodies and be full stamina after every pull, which is good. But with a Stam Sork, I basically have a little more mobility with streak, and I group the range guys, and I streak through them to stun them, and I let the melee pile on top of them, and then I dawn break everything, and it all dies. And that's a good pull. Kill everything together. You want to kill everything together so it all respawns together. Then we go back to the next room. The quicker you kill this, the quicker it respawns. So speed is important. See, I gathered everything, but you see how I killed the 2 mages before I did that pull? They were already dead. So that pull was that much quicker because I killed them. So then, if you're killing it on good rotation, you're killing it as it respawns, and that's the point. See how this second guy's delayed? It's because I didn't kill this last room together. So the better you execute the rotation, the better your XP is, and the smoother this whole process goes. So doing a good grouping of the mobs is very important. I mean, if you want to be really efficient with it, which I like to be. So we're just going to do that, and we're going to rip everything. Everything should die within a 5-second window. If you can, if you're using like a Stam Sork like me, always end your pull with a 2-handed kill. It procs Battle Rush, which gives you this right here, Battle Rush. It gives you 30% Stam regen. So it helps. Here we go. This one guy didn't spawn. It was delayed. The better I fine-tune this rotation. There's a caster. I want to wound him. Wound the casters. Here's a caster. I always just insta-kill this guy. It gives me Battle Rush too. These casters are a pain in the ass. The rest is just these melee guys, and they're no problem. You just spin to win on them. And this is pretty much it. This is the rotation. Doing it a couple times so you can see what I'm doing here. Let the range guys group. Letting them group. They're grouped up. We're gonna go through. Dawn break them. Spin to win. Okay. I'm very methodical about this XP spot. I've done it a lot. I've power leveled multiple people here. And if you're doing it well, this stuff's going to respawn right in front of me in the next 5 seconds. And that's a good pull. That's a good rotation. You have it down pat. Once you have it spawning like this. Okay? 3 guys here. Boom. We're done. We're good. On to the next room. And this is mine. Now, there's other good spots in the game. But again, what I like about this is you're leveling your fighter's guild doing this. Your fighter's guild will be maxed. And it's a bitch to level that when you make a new character. So, being able to do this is very handy. I will show you some other potential spots you can use. Again, this is mainly for power leveling. And it's very convenient if you're a Daggerfall guy.
You son of a bitch.
Because, you son of a bitch. It's an easy spot to get to for you. That's what's handy about this one. See, it's same. I do the same rotation every time I do this.
Son of a bitch.
Let them gather. Roll through these guys. I'll streak the casters in the back. Dawnbreaker. Spin to win. It's all dead. I'm killing this quick so these things aren't respawning as I get here. That means I'm doing it very well, though. Bloom the caster. Insta-kill this one because he's a bitch. And he's just going to hang out there and be annoying on your pool. Go to this guy in the back. I killed him. There's another caster in the melee. It takes some practice, but you'll see what I mean. You can watch this and kill those casters, because if you don't do it like the way I'm doing it, what you have happen is all the casters, when they attack you and you're near them, they all do this and they backpedal. And basically you'll have casters on every side that backpedal every direction, and it becomes a real pain in the ass. And again, by having that guy sneak there, see how he's hidden there? I can funnel all these mobs effectively because he hangs out. See, he just came out and this guy like turned to him. If he wasn't sneaking here and he was some low level running around, see, all this shit would be chasing him like this, which would be a pain in the ass. See how it's taking a little longer for me? Because they all moved around. Like, I didn't have the funnel going on there that I like to do. So that's the advantage of having him sneaking there. Whereas if you're leveling some other guy, like say Crackedwood is a great place. It's a very good place. You won't level your Fighters Guild, but it's a great place to XP. But if you're running around with a low level, like, he has to hug you and stay with you, and he's gonna take damage, and it's really gonna be a pain in the ass. I like this just because it's very methodical. I just get in the zone, I put on some music, and I just grind. And you can make a level. You can level up here from 10 to 50 in this patch in like 10 hours or something. You know, you'll be max level in 10 hours. It's really, really quick. So that's like 2 5-hour sessions if you want to take it easy, or 1 long session if you want to go hard. I'm not sure if that's an accurate number, 10 hours, but that's my estimate. I did like 15 levels in like 3 hours the other day. Getting him from like more like 20 levels actually. I took him from 31 to 50 the other morning when I woke up. It was real easy. So this is pretty much it. I'm just doing this a few times so people that have never been here have no idea what's going on. They can really see that it's methodical what I'm doing, and I'll stop after this rotation. I'll go over a couple other things. But yeah, you can see this is it. This is the XP dream here. Just doing this. See how this caster's out here if I didn't kill him? It's really annoying. If you have casters everywhere, it becomes very annoying to deal with. You know, it slows you down. But if you just pound this rotation and you get it down pat, it speeds it up that much more. And personally, when I have to grind, I like to do it well. Because the better I do it, the less time I have to be in this place grinding. Nobody likes to grind, but you can get it done quickly if you have a good spot and a good plan. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to provide you with. So if you have a new friend that wants to get in the game, you can get him leveled up very quickly doing this. Or if you just want to re-roll, get a new race, it's very easy to do it now in Dark Brotherhood. It really is. So that's the thing. There's 4 pools. This room, that room, the one upstairs, and then the other side of upstairs. So there's 2 upstairs and 2 downstairs. It's a 4-point rotation, whatever you want to fucking call it. It's four different pools. You just run that. So other places that are good. Crackwood Cave is over here. So this is good for EP and AD. You can find more mobs here, and you can probably XP a bit quicker, but you won't get Fighters Guild, which is a pain, and a lot of people are making STAM. This is a good patch for STAM, too. So Fighters Guild is absolutely, positively essential for STAM, this patch. Fighters Guild is stronger than it's ever really been. So, so this is a good spot for it. So he put on Entropy, and he leveled it, like, instantly, you know, to give them an idea how much XP in that time period. He gained 4 levels of Entropy. He did that, like, really quick. I mean, you can grind skills here so quickly, and that's without the CP or the pot going. Like, with the CP and pot, you literally go, like, before CP and pot, I was getting 120 XP. Then I put on the pot with the training gear, and I was getting 250 XP. So I was getting more than double the XP just equipping and putting the pot on and doing that right. It's going to pay off. So again, if you do this, do it right, spend your money right, and you will be done in no time. So like one day picking up sky shards, leveling, a day or two of doing this grinding, and then after that, all you really have is your alliance skills and undaunted. Alliance skills can be done pretty quickly if you're killing well, and then undaunted just is going to take you time. I'm going to do a separate thing on undaunted, a couple things, just to show people what I did for undaunted and how I quickly did it. Just an explanation if you're wondering how the hell do I level this shit up quickly. I'm going to make a separate video on that rather than bunch it in here with this one. What else? What else is in here? Yeah, I prefer this post-Dark Brotherhood. Again, you're leveling your skill lines quicker with all that training gear than you were pre-Dark Brotherhood because of that training gear is really, really insane. So no matter how you're leveling or what you're doing, even if you're just questing in this game and you want to go through, however you want to do it, get that training gear while you're leveling. It will help you tremendously. That new training gear is just, I can't say it enough. Get it, okay? So people wondering how good it is, it's good, and it applies to everything. Leveling skills, leveling yourself, leveling whatever you're leveling. The only thing, obviously, it won't apply towards is things like Fighter's Guild. Fighter's Guild is a static leveling, so is Undaunted. They're based off of values like, did you kill a undead mob, you get X points for that. Did you do a quest or a zone, you get X points for that. Mage's Guild is leveling off picking up books. If you're doing Magicka build and you do that Sky Shard hunt, make sure you pick up books while you do it too, because you're going to want those. Other than that, I think that mostly covers kind of everything I wanted to say about the grind. If you don't come this place, you know, there's other places you can go. People kept asking me about an XP guide. I know Delty has one. He goes to somewhere in Orsinium, one of these group dungeons. So there's other options out there. If you go to Orsinium, it'll battle scale you. If you don't go to Cyrodiil or Orsinium, you would have to like go to zone and find areas to XP. It's going to be much, much slower. You can also do the sewers if you have a friend. The sewers are good. They've been nerfed this patch. You can grind down there. You can make more money if you did the sewers, but again, they have to run with you. It's a little more troublesome for them. This is a very effective way to just have a very controlled XP environment that levels your Undaunted. Leveling the sewers is really good. It can be faster if you go to the sewers, and it also levels your Undaunted. And you will make more money because you can pick things up down there to sell, like Telvar stones and items that you can turn into chests. They're all good. Other than that, I think I covered most of it. If you have questions on it, you can post them in the comments of the video. I'm pretty responsive. If I totally miss something that I'm forgetting, I will put it in the comments under the video. Like, hey, I forgot X, Y, or Z, or if there's some critical updates, then I'll also put that in the comments, so be sure to check that if I do, because some things may change. I'm probably not looking to update this, but people ask me a lot about how I leveled, so I wanted to get something out there that people can see and I can direct you to. And again, this also has some post Dark Brotherhood info that I think is kind of handy. So yeah, remember XP scrolls. Yeah, you have XP scrolls. You can buy them in the shop too. And yeah, I think that's it. So anything else, I'll add in the comments. Feel free to post comments, and that's pretty much it. Good luck XPing and good luck grinding out there. That'll be all for now.